You guys ready for the next comic tonight? Coming to the stage right now, everyone's favorite kabuki chef. I want everyone.
Wow, that's 5'8". What are you? Spotify. Just sounds like bad menstruation. Just a thought. Did you guys ever notice how Borders bookstores, the second largest bookstore in America, is out of business? But Playboy magazine is still in every fucking grocery store. Only in America, I feel like. I called a phone sex hotline one time. Just an FYI. She was very nice. She was like, hey, so what are you into? And I was like, oh, I want to start kind of light. I've never done this before. So I want to just start out with like a little bit of role play. She was like, all right, so we did our role play thing and it was cool and hung up and stuff. But she got really into her role. Because 9 months later, she called me back asking for child support. And I was like, that's not even possible. Because I imagined I was wearing a condom the whole time. She said, well, I imagine it broke. So you gotta be careful though with kids. I hate kids personally, and it's not that I hate kids, but my friends have totally warped my idea on kids because they're like, Aaron, when are you gonna have a baby now? Like mine, look at it, it's beautiful, it's the best conscious decision I've ever made. And I'm like, first of all, I was at that party. You can take the word conscious out of that statement altogether. And then you're left with, best decision I ever made. And it's like, I happen to recall that before we named him Little Trevor, we were calling him Mommy's little 9-month hangover, okay? Don't even... I do have a lot of questions. I'm like, should I have a kid someday? I have a lot of questions. Like, let's say you're sleeping one night and then your kid comes into your room and he wants to sleep with you because he's afraid of the storm. What are the rules on spooning? Like, do I, or like, can he, or do we both just awkwardly like... Like, do you have to 96 your kid? Like, I don't... Or like, let's say you're changing your son's diaper. And all of a sudden he pees on you while you're changing his diaper. Do you have to be an adult by it? Like, or can you like, what are the rules on retaliation? Yeah. Can you look at him and say, fuck him, he's not forming memories yet, and just fucking all of like... I don't know a lot about being a parent.
It's a parent.
But I do know, like, most people worry about, like, what kind of parent am I going to be? Am I going to be the cool dad, or am I going to be strict and stern? And I don't know. What I do know is what kind of parent I don't want to be. Which is those parents that are, like, you'll see them at the playground anytime, like, all the kids get together, and it turns into this huge competition. And it's almost like you're watching a dog show. It's ridiculous, where it's just like, okay, now entering the playground, we have Tammy and her son, Trevor. Trevor is a Caucasian short hair. He likes to listen to... He likes punk rock music and hopes to do something in agriculture someday. Next up, we have Bonquisha and her son, Jamal. Jamal has been captain of the 8th grade football team 5 years in a row. That's something to do. That's difficult. And now we have the reigning champions, Mr. and Mrs. Kwan, and their son, we just called him Bing Bong. Bing Bong is sporting the classic Asian bowl cut, and I gotta be honest with you, Jim, I don't think straight A's are gonna be enough to win it this year. It's a pretty tough competition. You do have to be careful though, because if you're not a good parent, then your kids are gonna end up in an orphanage, and an orphanage is basically a Babies R Us for couples looking for kids. Do you want white babies, black babies, yellow babies? Oh, come right in. Babies with predisposition for alcohol? Oh, we got those. I'm just stating facts, people. I don't know. I'm trying to be an inventor. I want to invent things. Mostly, I think laundry detergent would be like the key demographic for that, because there's like Snuggle Soft and like all these cuddly, like it's powder blue bottles and bright pink, and I think we need laundry detergent for men. Something men can use and feel proud of. Like when you go into the store and you pick it up, it's an all black bottle with like silver writing on it, and there's a silver tornado. It's got like a really manly name on it, like Syndrome or something like that. So I can see the commercial in my head right now, where it's just like a dude with a bicycle helmet sits down on a park bench, and he's eating a chili dog, and he takes a bite, but then like a bunch just falls out of the back end onto his pants and leaves a stain, and he just looks up at the camera, and he's really sad. And then the voiceover comes on, and it says, "It's okay, he has Downey syndrome." If you can't tell by now, I need a girlfriend really bad. And like it was awkward because I had one for a while, and it was always awkward like going to the store with her and buying a box of condoms. But it's even more awkward now that she's gone when you're at the store by yourself buying a bottle of lube. Because the clerk he'll ring it up and then he'll look at you. And then you're like, "Oh, is that not toothpaste? I thought that was toothpaste. That's lube? Oh, well, I mean, I could put it back, but we're already here, so just go ahead and throw it in the cart, I guess." I got a squeaky door at home I think some KY could fix. I don't know. Wow. I don't know. I don't know. I do need a girlfriend, but I think men and women, they're too different. We worry, like, at the basic levels, we're so different. We worry about different things. Like, never once are you going to see a guy being like, "Hey, Michael, you mind walking me to my car later? Because it's kind of dark out, you know, and I mean, you don't have to actually walk me to my car, but maybe just poke your head out. Just watch me as I get to my car and drive." Well, of course I'm going to check the back seat first. I'm not retarded. I know. That was titled "Men Don't Get Raped." I was watching a movie one time. It was an old like Western movie, and this dude just kind of blew into town, and they were giving him the tour of the old Western town. And they were like, "Over there's the general store. Over there's the sheriff's office, and that's the sheriff himself actually walking by now." And the guy goes, "Who's that over there?" And he goes, "Oh, that's just a town drunk." And then they continued moving on, but I didn't move on in my head. 'Cause that's a really weird, like, that's his name and his occupation is town drunk. How do you get that job? Like, is there an I would love to be the town, like, you gotta fill it out and just be like, "Special skills, will work for booze, easily belligerent, does not play well with children, see previous special skills." Or like, is it the kind of thing where like you kind of just sit down at a bar and you're drinking in your stupor and the town drunk just kind of stumbles in and you happen to make eye contact and he's like, "It's on, motherfucker!" And it's a challenge and you're just like doing shot for shot with the town drunk. And then what if you win and then you become the town drunk? What happens to the old town drunk? Does he have to like go assimilate back into society now? Like suddenly he can see his wife and kids after 4 years and like go back